Alright, guys, welcome back to the brief history of the Premier Wrestling League. We are in Season 2, Year 2. The results of 2016 to 2017. Before we get into that, I just want to briefly touch on something. I am still editing the previous episode, but it was getting a bit tedious. I wanted some sort of visual representation because the podcast system on YouTube is basically videos. And I wanted this to be in a podcast playlist, but it needs to be a video on my channel, which I'm not sure about, but fine, it is whatever. So I've added just some stock footage of my arenas and stuff like that and my logos just to add some sort of visual element to it. But these will be put into a podcast format. But yeah, the editing's it's tedious. It's not hard, it's just tedious. It's just listening to myself talk and cutting and adding a transition and stuff like that. But it's fine. But I think myself and DaVinci Resolve needed a break from that because DaVinci was starting to act up a little bit. But, it's whatever. Anyway, we are on to the results from the 2016-2017 season. We are starting in May. We have a few debuts this year. There's a couple, when skimming through the notes, they were on the rosters last year, but they didn't show up for some reason. I might not have put them in a division at that point. I can't quite remember. But yeah, we've got a few new debuts. Also, Crazy Cox is now GCCW exclusive. I fixed that error from last time. So let's get into it, because I've got to edit all this shit again. May, Week 1, 2016. On GCCW, Albino defeated Jaden Reese. Brutus Basham beat Alexander Drake, while Bill Munson defeated Bjorn Bakker and Chuck Adams in a triple threat, and the Fifth Brother defeated Andre von Wagner. On OCW, Stan the Man defeated Donnie Singh, who is now split from Mr. Seeksy Time, Ronnie. Mr. Seeksy Time will be going by Mr. Seeksy Time from now on. He is now teamed with Mr. Sexy Time as Pretty Deli 2.0. Bitches defeated Butch Sutton. The Third Brother defeated Julio Santana, and Hardcore Howie defeated Mr. Sexy Time. On RDPW, Big Wang defeated Smooth Sexton. Theodore Von Votter beat the Second Brother. Carlos Drago beat Crimson Huerta, and Chang Van Sisler defeated Venganza Negra. Now, just to touch on the Inquisitors briefly, they're losing to Von Votter and Teddy Tempest and stuff, but keep in mind that the First and Second Brothers are the Inquisitors that faced Ken Tokyo and Mad Mick Taylor, my dad, in the 90s. So this is 16 years later. So they're in the twilight of their career, I think is the best way to describe it. May Week 2 on GCCW, Brutus Basham defeated Crazy Cox. In a triple threat tornado tag match, the Anarchists defeated Team Dream and the Inquisitors. The Entourage defeated Chuck Adams and Jaden Reese, and Alexander Drake defeated Bjorn Bakker. On OCW, Disco Dave defeated Van Diver and Julio Santana in a triple threat. Butch Sutton defeated Chase Austin. Bitches defeated Hardcore Howie, and the Mann Brothers retained the OCW Tag Team Championships against Pretty Deli. On Red Devil Pro Wrestling, Big Wang defeated Smooth Sexton. Chang Van Sisler beat Pex Pinkerton. Carlos Drago defeated Venganza Negra, and the Brothers of Apocalypse retained the RDPW Tag Team Championships against the New Millennia. May Week 3 on GCCW, Crazy Cox defeated Brutus Basham. Henry Clark beat Albino. In a triple threat match, Bjorn Bakker defeated Alexander Drake and Jaden Reese, and Wilf defeated Chuck Adams. On OCW, Donnie Singh defeated Butch Sutton. Disco Dave beat Philip Powell. The Third Brother defeated the Mann Brothers in a handicap match, it looks like. Can't remember that. I remembered the Howie versus Pretty Deli one from last year, but I can't quite remember the third brother beating the Mann brothers in a handicap match. But my notes say it happened. Then again, my notes last year said there was an OCW tag title match, and I didn't write down who was in it. So, yeah. And the main event, Bitches defeated Mr. Seeksy Time. On RDPW, Venganza Negra defeated Smooth Sexton. Theodore Von Votter defeated the First Brother. In a fatal four-way, Abattoir defeated Carlos Drago, Big Wang, and Crimson Huerta. Aiden Bennett defeated Slayer. And May Week 4, Bjorn Bakker on GCCW defeated Isaiah Tyson. Brutus Basham and Alexander Drake defeated the Entourage, which is Isaiah Tyson, so he wrestled twice. Wilf defeated Albino, and Andre Von Wagner beat Frankie Holland. I did say there'd be a lot of double booking. On OCW, Dirty Dino defeated Donnie Singh. Clay Crawford defeated Philip Powell. The Third Brother defeated Stan the Man. Disco Dave and Butch Sutton defeated Julio Santana and Van Diver. On RDPW, Aiden Bennett defeated Theodore Von Votter. Venganza Negra defeated Chang Van Sicely and Victor Wang in a triple threat. Carlos Drago defeated Clinton Lovecraft. And Big Wang defeated Abattoir to become the new RDPW World Champion. And that happened right before OCW Fight or Flight 4, where we see the debut of Tito Thunderbolt defeating Butch Sutton in a four-way tornado tag team match. And this is another one of those things that Universe did stupidly that I didn't always pay attention to. Doesn't seem to be as egregious now, but it was back then. The Fourth Brother and Bobby Dazzler defeated the Third Brother and Julio Santana, Philip Powell and Nitro Lee, and Donnie Singh and Clay Crawford. In an OCW tag team title match, the Mann brothers retained against Pretty Deadly. In an OCW championship match, Bitches retained against Dirty Dino, and the main event for some reason was Disco Dave defeating Chase Austin. Nothing against either man, but why wasn't the title match last? We've had that a lot in the current universe, haven't we? June Week 1. GCCW, Fifth Brother defeated Ricky Mercury. Henry Clark defeated Chuck Adams. Bjorn Bakke defeated Wilf and Alexander Drake in a triple threat match. And Brutus Basham defeated Crazy Cox. On OCW, Butch Sutton defeated Donnie Singh. Chase Austin and Clay Crawford defeated Bobby Dazzler and Julio Santana. In a triple threat tornado tag match, the Mann brothers defeated the Inquisitors and Pretty Deli, and Nitro Lee defeated Dirty Dino. On RDPW, Slayer beat Theodore Von Votter. The Second Brother beat Brody Edwards. Carlos Drago defeated Abattoir, and Clinton Lovecraft defeated the debuting Unforgiven. So yeah, he was on the same show initially as Slayer. Although I don't think they ever came to blows. I don't think I ever pulled the trigger on that rivalry. But they're on the same show. Maybe I didn't, I just can't remember because there's a lot of this to go through. June Week 2 on GCCW, Tommy Ranger defeated Brutus Basham. Andre Von Wagner beat Max Pounds. Bjorn Bakker defeated Wilf. And Albino beat Wild Bill Munson. On OCW, Dirty Dino defeated Tito Thunderbolt. Dan the Man defeated the Third Brother. Nitro Lee defeated Clay Crawford, and Butch Sutton beat Disco Dave. On RDPW, Venganza Negra defeated Smooth Sexton. Joseph Luther defeated Theodore Von Votter. Carlos Drago beat Crimson Huerta. And Chang Van Sicely beat the debuting Ross Lee. Yes, Ross Lee debuted in June in RDPW. The prestigious, the pretentious, former HWA Triple Crown winner. In June Week 3, Bjorn Bakker on GCCW defeated Jaden Reese. Every fucking time with that man. Henry Clark defeated Wilf. Isaiah Tyson defeated the Fifth Brother, and Frankie Holland beat Andre Von Wagner. On OCW, Julio Santana beat Philip Powell. Hardcore Howie beat Butch Sutton. Bobby Dazzler beat Clay Crawford and Bitches in a triple threat match. Nitro Lee defeated Donnie Singh. On RDPW, In a triple threat tornado tag match, the Inquisitors beat the New Millennia and Tempest and Vota. In a fatal four-way, Carlos Drago defeated the Unforgiven, Clinton Lovecraft and Nate Palmer. Chang Van Sisler defeated Venganza Negra, and Abattoir defeated Joseph Luther. June Week 4. On GCCW, Henry Clark defeated Crazy Cox. Max Pounds defeated Ricky Mercury. Eddie England defeated the Fifth Brother. And in a GCCW Championship match, Chuck Adams retained against Bjorn Bakker. On OCW, Butch Sutton beat Donnie Singh. Nitro Lee beat Philip Powell. Clay Crawford beat Van Diver. And Bitches retained the OCW Championship against Dirty Dino. On RDPW, in a triple threat tornado tag match, the Brothers of Apocalypse defeated the Inquisitors and Tempest and Vota. Abattoir won a triple threat match, defeating Carlos Drago and Crimson Huerta. Aidan Bennett beat Nate Palmer. And Victor Wang, Big Wang's brother, and Pex Pinkerton defeated Ross Lee and the Unforgiven. RDPW Red Devils Rising 4 was next. We had a steel cage match for the RDPW Tag Team Championships, which saw the Brothers of Apocalypse retain against the New Millennia. The Inquisitors defeated Tempest and Vota. Big Wang retained the RDPW Championship against Venganza Negra. In a Falls Count Anywhere match, Nate Palmer beat Carlos Drago. In a Hell in a Cell match, the Unforgiven defeated Crimson Huerta. That's one of those unjustified Hell in a Cell matches. The characters matched, but they weren't beefing. And a ladder match main event, Clinton Lovecraft defeated Abattoir. Again, why? In July Week 1, GCCW, Albino defeated Jaden Reese. I got it right that time. Bjorn Bakker defeated Crazy Cox. Brutus Basham defeated Wilf. And in a triple threat tornado tag match, for the GCCW Tag Team Championships, the Entourage retained against the Inquisitors and the Anarchists. On OCW, Disco Dave defeated Donnie Singh and Clay Crawford in a triple threat. Stan the Man defeated the Fourth Brother. Bobby Dazzler beat Dirty Dino and Mr. Sexy Time beat Philip Powell. On RDPW, Crimson Huerta defeated Smooth Sexton. Nate Palmer beat Chang Van Sisler. Clinton Lovecraft beat Carlos Drago. And Teddy Tempest beat Joseph Luther. July Week 2, GCCW, Brutus Basham and Crazy Cox defeated Ricky Mercury and Jaden Reese. In a fatal four-way, Tommy Ranger defeated Albino, Wilf and Alexander Drake. Sixth Brother defeated Eddie England and Bjorn Bakker defeated Wild Bill Munson. On OCW, Tito Thunderbolt defeated Donnie Singh. Hardcore Howard defeated the Third Brother. Julio Santana and Dirty Dino defeated Clay Crawford and Bitches. And in an OCW Tag Team Championship match, the Mann Brothers once again retained against Pretty Deli. On RDPW, Big Wang beat Smooth Sexton. Carlos Drago defeated Venganza Negra and Ross Lee in a triple threat. Chang Van Sisler beat Abattoir. And the Brothers of Apocalypse retained the RDPW Tag Team Championships against the New Millennia. July Week 3, GCCW, Brutus Basham beat Crazy Cox. Andre Von Wagner beat Ricky Mercury. Alexander Drake defeated Bjorn Bakker. And Wilf defeated Albino. On OCW, Hardcore Howie and Mr. Sexy Time defeated the Mann Brothers. Chase Austin beat Dirty Dino. Clay Crawford beat Bobby Dazzler. And Donnie Singh won a fatal four-way, beating Philip Powell, Butch Sutton and Julio Santana. On RDPW, Clinton Lovecraft and Smooth Sexton defeated Pex Pinkerton and Abattoir. The Second Brother defeated Theodore Von Vota. Carlos Drago defeated Crimson Huerta. And Chang Van Sisler beat Venganza Negra. July Week 4, Go Home Before the Next Munition. Crazy Cox on GCCW defeated Bjorn Bakker. Albino defeated Wilf. Chuck Adams beat Brutus Basham. And Wild Bill Munson beat Tommy Ranger. On OCW, Butch Sutton beat Philip Powell. Clay Crawford beat Chase Austin. The Mann Brothers beat Disco Dave and Van Diver. And Dirty Dino defeated Julio Santana. On RDPW, Joseph Luther defeated Theodore Von Vota. Aidan Bennett defeated the Second Brother. Abattoir defeated Carlos Drago. And in a triple threat match for the RDPW World Championship, Clinton Lovecraft defeated Nate Palmer and Big Wang to become the new and two-time RDPW champion. I believe he was the first two-time RDPW champion. We come to GCCW Munition 5. Alexander Drake defeated Crazy Cox. In a four-way tornado tag match, Tommy Ranger and Wolf beat the Inquisitors, Team Dream, and the team of Albino and Wild Bill Munson. In a GCCW Championship match, Chuck Adams defeated Brutus Basham, and in a GCCW Tag Team Championship match, the Entourage retained against the Anarchists. Chuck Adams retained against Brutus Basham. We're into August week 1. On GCCW, the Fifth Brother defeated Frankie Holland. In a fatal four-way, Brutus Basham defeated Henry Clark, Crazy Cox and Chuck Adams. Eddie England defeated Max Pounds and Wild Bill Munson beat Albino. On OCW, Butch Sutton beat Donnie Singh. Stan the Man defeated the Fourth Brother. Clay Crawford beat Disco Dave. Nitro Lee won a fatal four-way against Hardcore Howie, Dirty Dino and Bitches. On RDPW, Big Wang won a triple threat against Smooth Sexton and Venganza Negra. Crimson Huerta defeated Clinton Lovecraft. Carlos Drago defeated Abattoir. And Joseph Luther beat Theodore Von Votter. August week 2 GCCW, Wilf defeated Albino. Henry Clark defeated Brutus Basham. Eddie England beat the Fifth Brother. And Chuck Adams defeated Bjorn Bakker. On OCW, Bitches defeated Philip Powell. Chase Austin beat Clay Crawford. Stan the Man beat Mr. Sexy Time. And Dirty Dino defeated Nitro Lee. On RDPW, Theodore Von Votter defeated Aidan Bennett, Joseph Luther beat the Second Brother, Chang Van Sysley and Ross Lee defeated Big Wang and Nate Palmer, Carlos Drago defeated Venganza Negra. August week 3 on GCCW, Brutus Basham defeated Crazy Cox, Eddie England defeated Albino, Wilf defeated Bjorn Bakker, and in a triple threat match, Chuck Adams beat Jaden Reese and Henry Clark. On OCW, Hardcore Howie beat Butch Sutton. Donnie Singh beat Bitches, Stan the Man beat Mr. Sexy Time, and in a fatal four-way main event, Bobby Dazzler beat Dirty Dino, Chase Austin and Van Diver. On RDPW, Theodore Von Votter beat the Second Brother, Brody Edwards beat Joseph Luther, Carlos Drago defeated Clinton Lovecraft and Crimson Huerta in a triple threat match, Abattoir and Venganza Negra defeated The Unforgiven and Victor Wang. August week 4, GCCW. Albino beat Crazy Cox. Tommy Ranger beat Wild Bill Munson. Bjorn Bakker defeated Henry Clark. And Chuck Adams retained the GCCW Championship against Brutus Basham. On OCW, Dirty Dino beat Van Diver. Julio Santana and Disco Dave defeated Pretty Deli. Stan the Man defeated Fourth Brother, and Bitches retained the OCW Championship against Hardcore Howie. On RDPW, Clinton Lovecraft defeated Smooth Sexton and Big Wang, Chang Van Sysley beat Crimson Huerta, Abattoir and Carlos Drago defeated the New Millennia, and the Second Brother defeated Theodore Von Votter. Up next we have OCW Fight or Flight 5. Disco Dave defeated Van Diver. Julio Santana defeated Donnie Singh. Nitro Lee beat Philip Powell. In an OCW Tag Team Championship match, the Mann Brothers once again retained against Pretty Deli. Clay Crawford defeated Bobby Dazzler, and Hardcore Howie defeated Bitches to become the new OCW World Champion. Now going forward, this is where we'll have the transition from Bitches into Rich's Two Bitches, and the formation of the Two Dirty Bitches tag team. In September week 1, GCCW, Frankie Holland beat the Sixth Brother. Bjorn Bakker defeated Wild Bill Munson. Wilf defeated Brutus Basham. And in a GCCW Tag Team Championship match, the Entourage defeated the Anarchists. On OCW, Van Diver defeated Philip Powell. Clay Crawford defeated Bobby Dazzler. The Mann Brothers beat Pretty Deli, non-title. And Hardcore Howie beat Julio Santana. Venganza Negra on RDPW defeated Smooth Sexton. Aidan Bennett beat Theodore Von Votter. Carlos Drago defeated The Unforgiven and Nate Palmer in a triple threat match. And the First Brother beat Slayer. September Week 2, GCCW, Brutus Basham beat Jaden Reese. Henry Clark beat Albino. The Anarchist defeated Wild Bill Munson and Wilf. And the Sixth Brother defeated Ricky Mercury. On OCW, Julio Santana defeated Butch Sutton. Hardcore Howie beat Philip Powell. Chase Austin beat the Third Brother. And the Mann Brothers defended the OCW Tag Team Championships against Pretty Deadly, where Pretty Deadly finally won the Tag Team Championships. They finally beat the Mann Brothers. It's like their fourth or fifth time of trying, just as Mr. Sexy Time and Mr. Sexy Time, just as 2.0. They finally beat the Mann Brothers and win the OCW Tag Team Championships. On RDPW, Abattoir beat Smooth Sexton. Second Brother defeated Brody Edwards. Nate Palmer beat Clinton Lovecraft, and the Brothers of Apocalypse retained the RDPW Tag Team Championships against Teddy Tempest and Theodore Von Votter. September Week 3, GCCW saw Bjorn Bakker defeat Crazy Cox. Albino beat Wilf. Andre Von Wagner beat the Sixth Brother. And Chuck Adams beat Brutus Basham. On OCW, Donnie Singh defeated Hardcore Howie. Butch Sutton defeated Van Diver. Philip Powell beat Julio Santana. And the Fourth Brother beat Stan the Man. On RDPW, Theodore Von Votter beat Joseph Luther. Big Wang defeated Carlos Drago. Venganza Negra defeated Chang Van Sicely, and Second Brother defeated Aidan Bennett. September Week 4, the Fifth Brother defeated Frankie Holland on GCCW. The Anarchist defeated Henry Clark and Albino. In a fatal four-way, Bjorn Bakker defeated Wild Bill Munson, Wilf, and Tommy Ranger, and Brutus Basham defeated Chuck Adams. On OCW, the Fourth Brother and Nitro Lee defeated Donnie Singh and Butch Sutton. Nitro Lee and Clay Crawford beat Philip Powell and Hardcore Howie. Mr. Sexy Time defeated Stan the Man, and Bobby Dazzler beat Disco Dave. On RDPW, the Second Brother beat Theodore Von Votter. The Brothers of Apocalypse defeated the New Millennia. Chang Van Sicely beat Big Wang, and Clinton Lovecraft retained the RDPW Championship against Carlos Drago. This all led into Red Devils Rising 5, where the Brothers of Apocalypse retained the RDPW Tag Team Championships against Tempest and Votter. Crimson Werter defeated Big Wang in a Hell in a Cell match for some reason. Clinton Lovecraft retained the RDPW Championship against Abattoir. Six-man tag team match, the Inquisitors and Ross Lee defeated the New Millennia and Victor Wang. That was the main event. October Week 1, GCCW saw Jaden Reese defeat Tommy Ranger. Andre Von Wagner beat Frankie Holland. Henry Clark beat Albino, and Brutus Basham defeated Chuck Adams. On OCW, Clay Crawford defeated Donnie Singh. Hardcore Howie beat Bobby Dazzler. Cheeto, the team of Tito Thunderbolt and Chase Austin, brilliantly named. I just took the ch from Chase and the Ito from Tito, and just put them together because I'm a fucking genius. That was sarcasm, by the way. Sarcasm? Sarcasm. Cheeto defeated the Mann Brothers. Disco Dave defeated Nitro Lee. On RDPW, Theodore Von Votter beat Joseph Luther. Brody Edwards beat the Second Brother. Carlos Drago defeated the Unforgiven, and Chang Van Sicely beat Venganza Negra. October Week 2, GCCW, Brutus Basham defeated Crazy Cox. Alexander Drake beat Albino. Bjorn Bakker defeated Wilf, and Tommy Ranger beat Wild Bill Munson. On OCW, Bobby Dazzler won a triple threat defeating Clay Crawford and Julio Santana. Donnie Singh and the Third Brother defeated Cheeto. Dirty Dino defeated Mr. Sexy Time, and Butch Sutton defeated Philip Powell. On RDPW, Aidan Bennett beat Theodore Von Votter. Nate Palmer won a fatal four-way defeating Smooth Sexton, Victor Wang, and Abattoir. Carlos Drago beat Venganza Negra, and the Unforgiven beat Chang Van Sicely. GCCW in October Week 3. Brutus Basham beat Jaden Reese, Chuck Adams beat Albino, Wilf defeated Henry Clark, and Andre Von Wagner defeated Max Pounds. On OCW, Van Diver beat Clay Crawford, Disco Dave beat Butch Sutton, Chase Austin defeated Dan the Man, Hardcore Howie beat Donnie Singh and Julio Santana in a triple threat. On RDPW, Big Wang beat Smooth Sexton. Crimson Huerta defeated Carlos Drago, Chang Van Sicely defeated Nate Palmer, and the second brother and Joseph Luther defeated Venganza Negra and Clinton Lovecraft. October Week 4, GCCW, Jaden Reese beat Albino. In a fatal four-way, Henry Clark beat Bjorn Bakker, Crazy Cox and Alexander Drake. The sixth brother defeated Isaiah Tyson, and Chuck Adams defeated Brutus Basham to retain the GCCW Championship. On OCW, Clay Crawford beat Van Diver and Julio Santana in a triple threat. Disco Dave beat Butch Sutton, Mr. Sexy Time defeated Dirty Dino, and in an OCW Championship match, Nitro Lee defeated Hardcore Howie to win his second OCW Championship. I believe his final OCW Championship as well. On RDPW, Ross Lee defeated Smooth Sexton. Slayer beat Theodore Von Votter. Ross Lee, and Victor Wang defeated Abattoir and Carlos Drago. And in a triple threat tornado tag match, Venganza Negra and Crimson Huerta defeated the New Millennia and the Inquisitors, which is an interesting combination. The two lifelong blood enemies, Venganza Negra and Crimson Huerta, teaming up and winning. They never did form a tag team. GCCW Munition 6. The Inquisitors defeated Team Dream. Tommy Ranger beat Albino. Henry Clark beat Wilf. The Entourage retained the GCCW Tag Team Championships against the Anarchists. And Chuck Adams retained the GCCW World Championship against Brutus Basham. I think part of Brutus Basham's terminal number one contenderness was that I was giving Chuck Adams, by design, a long, strong fucking championship reign with the Chelsea Blue GCCW belt. So it would mean more when he finally lost it. It just sucks for Brutus Basham that he was always the number one contender during that plan. November Week 1. GCCW. Wilf defeated Albino and Wild Bill Munson in a triple threat. Brutus Basham beat Henry Clark. Tommy Ranger beat Bjorn Bakker. And the Entourage defeated Ricky Mercury and Andre Von Wagner. On OCW, Clay Crawford beat Hardcore Howie. The fourth brother beat Mr. Sexy Time. Rich's Two Bitches defeated Stan the Man. And Chase Austin defeated Van Diver. On RDPW, the first brother beat Theodore Von Votter. Chang Van Sicely beat Ross Lee. Clinton Lovecraft beat Big Wang. And Smooth Sexton defeated Abattoir. November Week 2, GCCW, Eddie England defeated Jaden Reese. In a triple threat tornado tag match, the Entourage defeated the Inquisitors and Team Dream. Bjorn Bakker defeated Tommy Ranger, and Wilf defeated Brutus Basham. On OCW, Butch Sutton defeated Philip Powell. In a triple threat match, Julio Santana beat Donnie Singh and Nitro Lee. Disco Dave beat Clay Crawford. And the Two Dirty Bitches, the team of Dirty Dino and Rich's Two Bitches, defeated Pretty Deli to become OCW Tag Team Champions. On RDPW, the first brother beat Aidan Bennett. Abattoir beat Carlos Drago. Chang Van Sicely defeated Big Wang. And the Brothers of Apocalypse defeated Tempest and Votter to retain the RDPW Tag Team Championships. In November Week 3 on GCCW, we have a fatal four-way Crazy Cox defeated. That's because I forgot to put a space in there. A fatal four-way Crazy Cox defeated Albino, Wilf and Alexander Drake. Brutus Basham defeated Jaden Reese. Andre Von Wagner beat Ricky Mercury. And Chuck Adams beat Bjorn Bakker. On OCW, in a triple threat tornado tag match, Pretty Deli, avenging their loss somewhat, defeated Cheeto and Two Dirty Bitches. Stan the Man defeated the third brother. Bobby Dazzler beat Clay Crawford. And Van Diver beat Donnie Singh. On RDPW, Nate Palmer won a triple threat against Smooth Sexton and Abattoir. In a triple threat tornado tag match, the Brothers of Apocalypse defeated the Inquisitors and Tempest and Vota. Crimson Huerta defeated Carlos Drago, and Chang Van Sicely beat Clinton Lovecraft. November Week 4, GCCW saw Alexander Drake defeat Brutus Basham. Acid again. God. It must be those mince pies. It's got to be those mince pies. I like mince pies. And it's Christmas time when I'm recording this. Well, it's not, it's November. But, you know, it's that time when mince pies and every other thing from Christmas is on sale. I keep this shit in, all this just, these tangents, just so it just breaks up the monotony of so-and-so beats so-and-so. November Week 4, GCCW. Alexander Drake beat Brutus Basham. A triple threat tornado tag match, the Entourage defeated the Anarchists and Team Dream. Bjorn Bakker beat Tommy Ranger, and the Sixth Brother defeated Crazy Cox. On OCW, Bobby Dazzler beat Mr. Seeksy Time. Dirty Dino defeated Tito Thunderbolt. Julio Santana and Hardcore Howie beat the Inquisitors, and Nitro Lee won a triple threat, defeating Clay Crawford and Van Diver. RDPW. Venganza Negra defeated Smooth Sexton. Joseph Luther beat Theodore Von Votter. The Unforgiven beat Carlos Drago. And then a fatal four-way match for the RDPW Championship, Clinton Lovecraft retained against Crimson Huerta, Ross Lee and Chang Van Sicely. This brings us to OCW Fight or Flight 6. Julio Santana beat Donnie Singh. In a four-way tornado tag match for the OCW Tag Team Championships, the two Dirty Bitches retained against Pretty Deli, the Inquisitors and Cheeto. Nitro Lee retained the OCW Championship against Disco Dave, and Bobby Dazzler defeated Hardcore Howie. December Week 1. On GCCW, Wild Bill Munson beat Albino. Crazy Cox defeated Bjorn Bakker. Sixth Brother defeated Frankie Holland, and Eddie England beat Max Pounds. On OCW, Julio Santana beat Butch Sutton. Dirty Dino defeated the Third Brother. Clay Crawford beat Disco Dave. And Van Diver won a fatal four-way against Philip Powell, Donnie Singh and Hardcore Howie. Slayer defeated Theodore Von Votter and RDPW. Clinton Lovecraft beat Carlos Drago. Chang Van Sicely beat Nate Palmer. And Smooth Sexton defeated Big Wang. December Week 2, GCCW saw Albino beat Chuck Adams. Fifth Brother defeat Bjorn Bakker. Brutus Basham beat Henry Clark. And Tommy Ranger beat Frankie Holland. OCW saw Clay Crawford beat Donnie Singh. Tito Thunderbolt beat Butch Sutton. Stan the Man defeat the Third Brother. And Hardcore Howie defeated Nitro Lee. On RDPW, the First Brother defeated Teddy Tempest. Clinton Lovecraft won a triple threat against Abattoir and Smooth Sexton. Brody Edwards defeated Joseph Luther. And Carlos Drago defeated Crimson Huerta. In December Week 3, GCCW, Crazy Cox defeated Albino. Bjorn Bakker defeated Wild Bill Munson. The Sixth Brother defeated Isaiah Tyson. And in a triple threat match, Wilf defeated Brutus Basham and Tommy Ranger. On OCW, Hardcore Howie won a triple threat match against Butch Sutton and Disco Dave. Mr. Sexy Time beat Stan the Man. Clay Crawford defeated Nitro Lee. And Bobby Dazzler defeated Van Diver. On RDPW, the First Brother beat Theodore Von Votter. Venganza Negra won a fatal four-way, defeating Carlos Drago, Abattoir and Big Wang. Joseph Luther defeated Brody Edwards. And Crimson Huerta and Pex Pinkerton defeated Nate Palmer and the Unforgiven. December Week 4, GCCW. Tommy Ranger beat Albino. Wilf defeated Henry Clark and Crazy Cox in a triple threat. Bjorn Bakker defeated I've done it again! It's the first time this year. It's the first Will Bill of the year. Bjorn Bakker defeated Wild Bill Munson. And in a triple threat match for the GCCW Championship, Chuck Adams beat Brutus Basham and Alexander Drake. On OCW, Donnie Singh defeated Hardcore Howie. Van Diver won a triple threat, defeating Philip Powell and Butch Sutton. Disco Dave. What the fuck did I just say? Disco Dave. I meant to say Disco Dave defeated Clay Crawford. And then a triple threat match for the OCW Championship, Bobby Dazzler defeated Nitro Lee and Julio Santana to become the new OCW World Champion. On RDPW, Abattoir defeated Smooth Sexton. Joseph Luther defeated Theodore Von Votter. Carlos Drago defeated Big Wang, and Chang Van Sicely beat Crimson Huerta. Leads us to the final event of the calendar year. RDPW, Red Devils Rising 6, Ross Lee defeated Victor Wang. Tempest and Votter defeated the New Millennia. In a 6-man tag team match, Venganza Negra, Big Wang and Carlos Drago defeated the Unforgiven, Nate Palmer and Pex Pinkerton. The Brothers of Apocalypse defeated the Inquisitors to retain the RDPW Tag Team Championships. Abattoir defeated Crimson Huerta. And in an RDPW Championship match, Clinton Lovecraft defeated Chang Van Sicely to retain his title. In January Week 1 GCCW, Chuck Adams defeated Albino, Crazy Cox and Alexander Drake in a fatal 4-way. Henry Clark won a triple threat defeating Brutus Basham and Jaden Reese. Wild Bill Munson defeated Wilf, and the Entourage retained the Tag Team Championships against the Anarchists. On OCW, Nitro Lee defeated Hardcore Howie. Disco Dave won a triple threat defeating Philip Powell and Clay Crawford. Stan the Man defeated Chase Austin, and Donnie Singh beat Bobby Dazzler. On RDPW, Smooth Sexton defeated Crimson Cox. Let's not say that one again. Smooth Sexton defeated Crimson Huerta. Victor Wang defeated Chang Van Sicely. Venganza Negra defeated Carlos Drago. And Theodore Von Votter defeated Slayer. January Week 2 GCCW. Crazy Cox defeated Albino. The Anarchists defeated Ricky Mercury and Henry Clark. Tommy Ranger beat Bjorn Bakker. And Alexander Drake defeated Brutus Basham. On OCW, Van Diver defeated Butch Sutton. In a triple threat match, Julio Santana defeated Donnie Singh and Hardcore Howie. Clay Crawford beat Bobby Dazzler. And Pretty Deli regained the OCW Tag Team Championships from the Two Dirty Bitches. On RDPW, Nate Palmer defeated Smooth Sexton. Big Wang beat Chang Van Sicely. Carlos Drago beat Crimson Huerta. Teddy Tempest and Theodore Von Votter dethrone the Brothers of Apocalypse, defeating Joseph Luther and Slayer to become the new RDPW Tag Team Champions. January Week 3 GCCW, Wilf defeated Albino. Jaden Reese won a fatal 4-way beating Bjorn Bakker, Alexander Drake and Crazy Cox. Brutus Basham defeated Chuck Adams, and Frankie Holland beat Max Pounds. On OCW, Nitro Lee defeated Donnie Singh. Julio Santana beat Butch Sutton. Hardcore Howie defeated Clay Crawford. Dirty Dino defeated Chase Austin. On RDPW, Big Wang defeated Smooth Sexton. Nate Palmer beat Chang Van Sicely. Carlos Drago won a fatal 4-way defeating Venganza Negra, Clinton Lovecraft and Crimson Huerta. And Theodore Von Votter defeated Aidan Bennett. January Week 4 GCCW. Alexander Drake and Chuck Adams defeated Wild Bill Munson and Albino. Wilf defeated Bjorn Bakker. The Sixth Brother defeated Frankie Holland, and the Anarchists defeated Wilf and Alexander Drake. Wilf, who wrestled twice, and Alexander Drake, who wrestled twice. On OCW, Hardcore Howie and Bobby Dazzler defeated Donnie Singh and Nitro Lee. Clay Crawford beat Philip Powell. Disco Dave beat Butch Sutton. And the Third Brother beat Stan the Man. On RDPW, Aidan Bennett beat Theodore Von Votter. Second Brother defeated Joseph Luther. Crimson Huerta defeated Carlos Drago. And Clinton Lovecraft defeated Venganza Negra to retain the RDPW World Championship. GCCW Munition 7 opens with a 4-way tornado tag match for the GCCW Tag Team Championships, where Team Dream defeat the Anarchists, the Inquisitors, and defending champions the Entourage to become GCCW Tag Team Champions. In one of those unjustified Hell in a Cell matches, Crazy Cox defeated Jaden Reese. While Bill Munson defeated Tommy Ranger, Bjorn Bakker defeated Brutus Basham, Chuck Adams retained the GCCW Championship against Alexander Drake, and Wilf defeated Henry Clark. February Week 1 GCCW, Albino defeated Crazy Cox. Andre von Wagner beat the Fifth Brother. Wolf defeated Brutus Basham. Bjorn Bakker defeated Jaden Reese. On OCW, Butch Sutton defeated Disco Dave. Hardcore Howie beat Clay Crawford. Dirty Dino defeated the Fourth Brother. Philip Powell beat Van Diver and Julio Santana in a triple threat. See, Dirty Dino's kind of like the Stan the Man. In that Stan the Man spot, and Rich's Two Bitches is in the Dan the Man spot, where they rarely wrestle singles. It's always Dino or Stan. It's rarely ever fucking R2B or Dan. On RDPW, Clinton Lovecraft defeated Smooth Sexton. Theodore Von Votter beat Aidan Bennett. Carlos Drago defeated The Unforgiven, and the Second Brother defeated Slayer. February Week 2 GCCW, Eddie England defeated Frankie Holland. Max Pounds beat the Fifth Brother. Bjorn Bakker defeated Alexander Drake. Brutus Basham defeated Henry Clark. On OCW, Butch Sutton beat Donnie Singh. Clay Crawford beat Disco Dave. Mr. Sexy Time defeated Stan the Man. And Julio Santana defeated Hardcore Howie and Bobby Dazzler in a triple threat match. On RDPW, Ross Lee defeated Smooth Sexton. First Brother beat Theodore Von Votter. Carlos Drago beat Victor Wang. Venganza Negra defeated Chang Van Sicely. In February Week 3 on GCCW, Crazy Cox defeated Albino. I forgot to write GCCW there. The Sixth Brother beat Frankie Holland. Henry Clark defeated Alexander Drake. And Andre Von Wagner beat Max Pounds. On OCW, Nitro Lee beat Butch Sutton. Disco Dave defeated Clay Crawford. Fourth Brother beat Stan the Man. Julio Santana beat Hardcore Howie. On RDPW, Brody Edwards defeated Theodore Von Votter. The Second Brother beat Joseph Luther. Ross Lee beat Carlos Drago, and Clinton Lovecraft beat The Unforgiven. In February Week 4, on GCCW, Crazy Cox beat Albino. Brutus Basham defeated Henry Clark. Eddie England defeated Isaiah Tyson, and Chuck Adams defeated Bjorn Bakker to retain the GCCW World Championship. On OCW, Philip Powell defeated Donnie Singh. Van Diver beat Clay Crawford. Third Brother beat Stan the Man, and Julio Santana defeated Bobby Dazzler to become the new OCW World Champion. On RDPW, Smooth Sexton beat Clinton Lovecraft. Venganza Negra defeated Chang Van Sicely. Abattoir beat Crimson Huerta, and Ross Lee defeated Victor Wang. OCW Fight or Flight 7. Donnie Singh defeated Bobby Dazzler. In a four-way tornado tag match for the OCW Tag Team Championships, Pretty Deli retained against Cheeto, Two Dirty Bitches and the Inquisitors, and Julio Santana retained the OCW Championship against Disco Dave. March Week 1 GCCW, Wolf defeated Albino. Fifth Brother defeated Frankie Holland. Bjorn Bakker defeated Chuck Adams. And Tommy Ranger defeated Crazy Cox, Brutus Basham and Alexander Drake in a fatal four-way. OCW saw Butch Sutton beat Disco Dave. Chase Austin beat Stan the Man. Julio Santana beat Donnie Singh. And Bobby Dazzler defeated Nitro Lee. On RDPW, Theodore Von Votter defeated Slayer. Nate Palmer beat Chang Van Sicely. Venganza Negra defeated Victor Wang. And The Unforgiven beat Smooth Sexton. Into March Week 2 GCCW, Tommy Ranger and Andre Von Wagner defeated Henry Clark and Albino. Wolf defeated Crazy Cox, while Bill Munson defeated Bjorn Bakker, and the Fifth Brother defeated Isaiah Tyson. On OCW, Donnie Singh defeated Butch Sutton. In a triple threat match, Clay Crawford beat Philip Powell and Disco Dave. Nitro Lee defeated Julio Santana, and the Two Dirty Bitches defeated Pretty Deli to win the OCW Tag Team Championships for the second time. So Pretty Deli and the Two Dirty Bitches are now both two-time OCW Tag Team Champions. On RDPW, Chang Van Sicely defeated Big Wang. Aidan Bennett beat Joseph Luther. Fatal four-way, Ross Lee defeated Carlos Drago, Victor Wang and Nate Palmer. RDPW Tag Team Championship match, Tempest and Von Votter defeated to retain against the Inquisitors. I said that weird, didn't I? March week 3, or as I've wrote, match week 3. GCCW, Wild Bill Munson beat Albino. Alexander Drake defeated the Fifth Brother. In a triple threat tornado tag team match, the Anarchists defeated the Entourage and Team Dream. Jaden Reese defeated Brutus Basham. On OCW, Clay Crawford defeated Donnie Singh. Stan the Man defeated the Fourth Brother. Van Diver and Nitro Lee defeated the Two Dirty Bitches. And Julio Santana defeated Disco Dave. On RDPW, Big Wang defeated Smooth Sexton. Chang Van Sicely beat The Unforgiven. Abattoir defeated Carlos Drago, Nate Palmer and Clinton Lovecraft in a fatal four-way. And Crimson Huerta defeated Venganza Negra. March week 4 on GCCW, Isaiah Tyson defeated the Fifth Brother. Alexander Drake defeated Brutus Basham. Wild Bill Munson beat Bjorn Bakker. And Team Dream defeated the Anarchists to retain the GCCW Tag Team Championships. On OCW, Donnie Singh defeated Mr. Seexy Time. Ooh. Chase Austin defeated Stan the Man. Dirty Dino defeated the Fourth Brother. And then a triple threat match, Clay Crawford beat Philip Powell and Bobby Dazzler. On RDPW, Victor Wang defeated Smooth Sexton. Abattoir defeated The Unforgiven. Venganza Negra defeated Carlos Drago. And right before Red Devils Rising 7, and this happens quite a lot, Ross Lee defeated Clinton Lovecraft to become the new RDPW champion. On the Go Home show. It's weird how that happens. One of my title wins later on was on a Go Home show as well. RDPW Red Devils Rising. Carlos Drago defeated Nate Palmer. Six-man tag team match, Victor Wang, Abattoir and Smooth Sexton defeated The Unforgiven, Pex Pinkerton and Crimson Huerta. Tempest and Vota retained the RDPW Tag Team Championships against the New Millennia. The Brothers of Apocalypse defeated the Inquisitors. Ross Lee retained the RDPW Championship against Venganza Negra. And Clinton Lovecraft defeated Big Wang. So even though he lost the title, he still got the main event. It's the final month of the season, April week 1. On GCCW, Crazy Cox defeated Albino. Bjorn Bakker defeated Jaden Reese. The Entourage won a triple threat tornado tag match against the Anarchists and the Inquisitors. And Team Dream defeated Alexander Drake and Wild Bill Munson. On OCW, Bobby Dazzler defeated Van Diver. The Fourth Brother beat Chase Austin. Dan the Man defeated Dirty Dino. Philip Powell and Butch Sutton beat Disco Dave and Hardcore Howie. On RDPW, Venganza Negra won a triple threat against Smooth Sexton and Victor Wang. Nate Palmer beat Carlos Drago. Chang Van Sicely beat The Unforgiven and Ross Lee defeated Clinton Lovecraft. April week 2, GCCW saw Albino beat Chuck Adams. The Sixth Brother beat Eddie England. Bjorn Bakker beat Alexander Drake. And Brutus Basham defeat Crazy Cox. On OCW, we had a triple threat match. Bobby Dazzler defeated Philip Powell and Clay Crawford. Stan the Man defeated Tito Thunderbolt. And Pretty Deli won a triple threat tornado tag match against the Inquisitors and the Two Dirty Bitches. And in the main event, Nitro Lee defeated Butch Sutton. On RDPW, the First Brother defeated Theodore Von Vota. Chang Van Sicely beat Big Wang. Carlos Drago defeated Crimson Huerta, and in a fatal four-way match, Venganza Negra defeated Smooth Sexton, Abattoir and Victor Wang. April week 3 on GCCW, the Sixth Brother defeated Ricky Mercury. Andre Von Wagner defeated Max Pounds. Bjorn Bakker defeated Tommy Ranger, and Chuck Adams beat Wild Bill Munson. On OCW, in a fatal four-way match, Nitro Lee beat Philip Powell, Clay Crawford and Julio Santana. Dirty Dino defeated the Fourth Brother. Stan the Man defeated Mr. Seexy Time. Tito Thunderbolt beat Disco Dave. On RDPW, Slayer beat Theodore Von Vota. Big Wang beat Carlos Drago. Brody Edwards beat the Second Brother. And Chang Van Sicely beat Venganza Negra. April week 4, Go Home for Munition. On GCCW, Albino defeated Crazy Cox. Bjorn Bakker defeated Henry Clark. Tommy Ranger beat Brutus Basham. And Wilf defeated Chuck Adams to win the GCCW World Championship. Now, this whole thing with Chuck Adams, I was building up Wilf in the background as well. I'd make sure he won a few matches here and there to put himself into contention. The plan was for him to get that number one contender spot and face Chuck Adams at Munition. End the season with Wilf as champion. That happened, spoiler alert, but end the season with Wilf winning the title, beating Chuck Adams' fucking reign and making the the GCCW championship, red again. Ending the Chelsea Blue reign. But Universe did that thing that it did with Ross Lee, where it books the title match on the Go Home show. Now, I could have made sure Chuck won this, but I didn't want it to jeopardise Munition. If I rigged it for Chuck to win and then Wilf wasn't the number one contender at Munition, that would have been shit. I could have lied, but I didn't want to lie about it. So I went with it here, and Wilf defeated Chuck Adams to become the champion. 6 days early, but it is what it is. That's what Universe does. The best laid plans are fucked. On OCW, Cheeto defeated Butch Sutton and Hardcore Howie. The two Dirty Bitches defeated the Inquisitors, Bobby Dazzler beat Clay Crawford, and Julio Santana retained the OCW Championship against Nitro Lee. On RDPW, Joseph Luther beat Theodore Von Votter, Chang Van Sicely beat Abattoir, Nate Palmer defeated Carlos Drago, and Big Wang defeated Smooth Sexton. GCCW Munition 8 to close out the season. Wild Bill Munson beat Albino. Tommy Ranger and Chuck Adams, rivals from last year, defeated Crazy Cox and Jaden Reese. Wilf defeated Bjorn Bakker to retain the GCCW World Championship. Now, if Universe had let the Wilf versus Chuck match happen at Munition, I would have made sure that went last. In a four-way tornado tag match for the GCCW Tag Team Championships, the Inquisitors defeated the Anarchists, the defending champions Team Dream, and the Entourage to win the titles. They are the new Tag Team Champions, two-time GCCW Tag Team Champions. And that does it for the 2016-2017 season. It was a few more debuts happened that year. There was some frustrating matches. The title changes on the go-homes. The Ross and Clinton one wasn't so bad because I wasn't particularly building towards anything. But that Wilf versus Chuck one kind of annoyed me. And I could have fucking bullshitted through it and just had Wilf still be the number one contender going into Munition, but I didn't want to We're into the fucking league setup now. The rightful number one contender, whoever's top of the division, is the number one contender. And I didn't want Wilf to slip down and not be the number one contender going in. Although we saw what happened with Guardian Prime when he lost the title at Man of War. He was still the fucking number one contender at the end of the season. So he might have still been the number one contender rightfully, but I didn't want to risk it. So I pulled the trigger on the title switch early. Which, it's what happens when you let Universe dictate the pace. But it was a decent enough season, I think. A lot of things advanced. Chuck Adams had his decent title reign. Wilf has got his first world title reign. We had some absolute mammoth fucking tag team title reigns in there. And some not so mammoth ones. Pretty Deli finally won the tag titles. The debut of Rich's Two Bitches and Tito Thunderbolt. Well, debut, the repackaging of Rich's Two Bitches. Clinton Lovecraft having a decent RDPW title reign. So far, the only two-time RDPW champion. It was a decent enough year. And things really start to pick up in Season 3, though, because that's when I debut most of the rest of the cast and the rosters. So you'll see Sean O'Savory, you'll see Travis Taylor, you'll see the JSS, you'll see Dragasan, you'll see Guardian Prime. They're all coming up in the next year. That's when we made our debuts. So, yeah, got all that to look forward to. But for now, that's it. I've got to go and edit this shit, haven't I? And finish editing the first one. So yeah, I'm not going to talk anymore. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.